Neurodivergent Life presents Eliminate the Victim Mentality. Grow beyond what happened to you. Before you start jumping up and down screaming that you actually are a victim, know the difference. A victim is someone who has suffered an assault, attack, trickery, or any number of bad things that happen to them. A victim mentality is when a person believes that bad things are happening to them and refuses to work past it. You're driving down the road and you get a flat tire. You're a victim, so to speak, of whatever it was that caused your tire to go flat. You have two choices: repair the flat or never get in a car again. It sounds ridiculous to say that you'll never get in a car again, right? Fix the flat and keep going. You might have to get it towed or call your insurance company if you don't know how to change a tire, but you get the tire fixed or replaced. A person with a victim mentality will cry about the flat tire, an understandable immediate response, not a reasonable response 3 months later. It doesn't stop there though. It continues on how they couldn't change the tire because they were never shown how. They were never shown how because their parents didn't know how to change a tire. The school system didn't teach them how to change a tire. They were stuck on the side of the road for hours because no one taught them how to change a tire. Wait, they're not done. The reason their parents didn't know how to change a tire is because they were prevented from learning how to change a tire because of whatever excuse they can come up with. They are the victims. What caused the flat? Something on the road? Tire wear and tear? If it was something on the road, then they will blame everyone they can, from the guy that had a loose screw in the back of his truck to road maintenance for not making sure the road was clear. Something that happened suddenly becomes something that was directed at them. If it was tire wear and tear, then they blame the manufacturers, vehicle maintenance from 5 years ago, their parents, neighbors, some guy in a parking lot. Anyone else, as long as they don't have to take responsibility for not noticing that the tire was wearing out. It may sound trite, but that's how victim mentality works. It directs everything at them except responsibility. Anything that is considered bad to them was done intentionally by someone or something. They can't move on. They refuse to get into another car ever again. When you get rid of the victim mentality, you free yourself from the burden of placing blame. Things happen. It's a moment. You can either be stuck on the side of the road for the rest of your life, or you can accept it and move on. When you no longer have to find someone or something to blame, your emotional load becomes lighter. You learn from what happened and take steps so that it doesn't happen again. Not by placing the blame on everyone else, but by not allowing a situation to become the focal point of everything in your life. Someone who gets punched in the face while at a bar will be more attentive to their surroundings in the future. They'll see when things are escalating and will take measures to remove themselves from the danger of getting dragged into it. When you hear a person say, "That always happens to me," you can come to one of two conclusions. Either that person has the worst luck in the universe, or they have a victim mentality. Being a victim happens. Remaining a victim is a choice. Okay, so how do you get rid of the victim mentality? The first thing you need to do is understand that you have one. Because if you don't understand that you have a victim mentality, then you won't do anything to get rid of it. The first thing you have to do when working on a problem is to acknowledge that there is one. So you acknowledge, yes, I do have a victim mentality. Not everybody does. If you don't, then you don't. You don't have to get rid of the victim mentality because it's not there. If you have a victim mentality, that is holding you back from moving forward. You have to do everything you can to get rid of it if you want to progress. The first thing is to acknowledge and recognize the problem. The second thing you have to understand is why you have a victim mentality and why you're holding on to it. Because it's simple. It's easy to play the victim. On some level, it's comforting to have the attention being given to you. The victim mentality drives everything at you. You don't look at yourself introspectively. Everything is happening to you. Everything is coming at you. Everything is working against you. And that mentality keeps you in the invisible box that minds are constantly trying to get out of. As with any self-improvement process, it won't happen overnight. If it does, it will pop back up again in a few days. It will take time and consistent attention. You've acknowledged that you have a victim mentality. You understand why you have that mentality. Now you have to work to eliminate it. How? When something unwanted happens, step out of yourself and look at the situation as though you were the proposed offender. Did you do it on purpose? Was there intent to harm? If not, then what happened just happened. You were there and, unfortunately, it involved you. It wasn't an attack. It wasn't an attempt to victimize you. It wasn't someone trying to keep you down. There are times, sadly, when it is done on purpose. They intentionally acted out against you directly. You were the victim of their damaged psyche. Acknowledge that they are the ones with the problem. It's not within your power to fix their problem, and even if it was, you can't do that with a victim mentality. You have to accept that they're the ones that are ruining their lives by trying to ruin yours. When you can move past the incident, you are the one who succeeds. When you can get back in the car after fixing the tire, you stop being the victim and start becoming the victor. You are in control of whether or not you remain the victim. Do you let the pain of an incident fester inside you like leftover meatloaf in the back of the bottom of the fridge? Or do you clean out the refrigerator on a regular basis so the smell of rot doesn't consume it? The process is daily. The cleaning is difficult. The results are freeing. The choice is yours. This is Michael with Neurodivergent Life, and until next time, keep on living it.